Welcome to A Bird's Eye View. It's hard to believe that we've come to the close of another great school year, and we have so much to celebrate. This year, you responded to our Parents Matter survey in droves. In fact, we had over 55% of our families respond to the survey, and this is feedback that we take to heart, and we truly appreciate you responding so well. More information about the survey will be sent home over the coming weeks, but I wanted to just let you know some of the key findings. So the first thing was what you love about our school, and the top 3 things that people love about Richmond Montessori School are, of course, our teachers, secondly, our environment, and third, our focus on whole child development. The 3 top areas in which you would like us to do better are opportunities for community engagement, communication about your child's progress, and increased awareness of school spirit. I'm happy to report that we're already working and there are initiatives underway to address some of these things. We placed a great focus on community building this year, and along with our partners in community building in the RMPA, we added things like Friday coffees. We did coffee and connections with the head of school. We have coffee with Shore Dog just down the street. But we also brought back the talent show, which was a huge success. We began to do some community building within the school with pep rallies this year. We brought in Professor of Psychology from UVA, Dr. Angeline Lillard, and we had our first ever film screening, the screening of Beyond Measure in the Performing Arts Center. Both of those events were attended by many people in our school community as well as those outside of our school community. One of our core values as a school is community, and this will remain a priority for us as we enter the new school year next year. This year, we had the highest level of giving to our annual fund in the history of the school that's been recorded, and we are truly grateful for this. The funds from annual fund dollars go directly to enhancing the lives of our students. Things like having the Royal Harpist visit from London, England, having Theatre 4 come in and perform for our younger students, and having a theatre ensemble as a free enhancement for our older students are just some of the ways in which this annual fund supports the school. This year we made some enhancements on the playground as well, and the annual fund also supports professional development for our teachers, 2 of whom completed their Montessori training this past year. Congrats to Megan Knight and also to Sasha Altizer for being the best new authentic Montessori teachers in our faculty today. Speaking of community, we had a fantastic turnout at the annual Spring Fling this spring at Hardywood Park Craft Brewery, and I want to thank in particular our auction committee, Pinky Shah, Carly Nelson, and the chair of the committee, Amy Paisley, for putting together a fabulous event. It was so much fun, and the funds raised from the Spring Fling this year will go directly to the Visiting Scholars Program for the upcoming school year. Thank you to everybody who had their hand in the Spring Fling. Congrats also to all of our athletics teams, the Falcons for soccer and basketball, and their accomplishments along the way. We really look forward to celebrating more with them next year as we begin to add more pep rallies into our school community. We had an amazing pep rally last week to celebrate our graduates. Our graduates this year will go on to some of the best college prep high schools in the area, and graduation was just a wonderful event in which they made speeches highlighting some of their experiences at RMS. Stay tuned to the school website for excerpts from those speeches, which we'll share with you over the summer. In fact, one of the highlights of my year was spending a week away with our middle school group in Washington, D.C. this year. This was primarily a service trip. In fact, we spent a half a day working at the D.C. Central Kitchen, a place that prepares food for thousands of homeless people in the D.C. metro area. And these kids are just extraordinary human beings. It was the perfect example of how an RMS education culminates for our students. They are compassionate, they are conscientious, respectful, trustworthy, and just all around great citizens of the world. And we couldn't be more proud of them. You will always have a place in our hearts, and please come back and visit soon. I mentioned our partners in community building, the RMPA, and I'd like to pay particular thanks to the officers of the RMPA, to Jan Walker, Aaron Campbell, Ed Tregesser, and Katie Houston for all of your work with community building this year. Everything from Harvest Fest to a great school dance to the community picnic and all of the little things in between. We want to thank you on behalf of our faculty and staff for your stewardship of us as well, for all your generosity with gifts and lunches over the course of the year. We truly appreciate you. Several of our graduates received notable awards for the National Spanish 1 and 2 exams, as well as the National Latin exams. In fact, in the National Latin exams, which are taken by over 20,000 students across the nation, and about 700 of those students achieve perfect scores, 2 of whom are students of ours right here at RMS. So congratulations to Dylan Dinza and Austin Ford for achieving a perfect score in the National Latin exam. This is a high school level course, and we are so proud of you. I'd like to take a minute to recognize our Board of Trustees this year, and in particular Shannon Sinclair, whose term of service as board chair comes to an end at the end of June. Shannon's wisdom and level-headed leadership have been a guiding force for me as head of school, and we appreciate everything that she has given to the school over the past few years. I want to thank also every committee of the Board of Trustees whose work really does help to advance the mission of the school. We appreciate all of you. Of course, I must thank our stellar faculty and staff without whom we would not exist. They truly are the backbone of our school, and they're the people who provide the caring and nurturing environment for our students and who work each day to help them practice a way of life now that will shape how they live and work for the rest of their lives. Thanks to everyone who's part of the RMS faculty and staff. As we enter our 50th year anniversary next year, I'm excited to share that plans are underway to create a year-long celebration, and we're looking forward to sharing some good times together as a community over the course of the year. We must also bid farewell to those of you who are moving on from RMS, whether you're a part of the RMS family of faculty and staff or one of our families. We will miss you. We wish you the best, and please visit often. You will also always have a place in our hearts. Meanwhile, I wish you well over the summer, whether your plans include RMS summer camps or not. We'll see you soon. From the bird's eye view, take care.